Welcome to another update from Force 13, where we look at what is now Super Typhoon 31W Yutu, and I'm going for Cat 5 status. This is the life of the system up to a few hours ago. So we have another Cat 5 system up there in the Westpac. In the Joint Typhoon Warning Centre's latest advisory has the I-18 nautical miles ride located 13.3 degrees north, 147.9 degrees east, 130 knots, gusting 160 knots. And here's the latest Joint Typhoon Warning Centre's track chart. And they're going for wind gusts of 100, I think it's 190. Yeah, winds 155 knots, gusting 190. The Super Typhoon is 177 nautical miles east of Anderson Air Force Base, Graham, tracking northwestward at 12 knots over the last 6 hours. Animated multispectral satellite imagery shows the system has maintained a well-defined, all but smaller, 18 nautical mile eye. I think it was 24 earlier. Here's a look at various tracks and model guidance. The Super Typhoon is in a very favourable area of 10 to 15 knots vertical wind shear, excellent radial outflow with a strong poleward bias. Additionally, along track sea surface temperatures, ocean heat content, highly conducive. The cyclone is tracking along the southwestern periphery of a deep layered subtropical ridge to the northeast, and there is no change to the forecast philosophy since the previous prognostic reasoning message. The typhoon is expected to track west-northwest under the steering ridge throughout the forecast. Environmental conditions will remain favourable for continued intensification, or but a more gradual rate to a peak of 155 knots by 72 hours. Model guidance is in good agreement with minimal spreading up to 240 nautical miles by the 72-hour mark. Notable right of envelope outliner is the HWRF. There's high confidence in this portion of the JTWC's track. Here's a look at upper level divergence and where the Typhoon is. It's a very healthy 50 knots. Beyond the 72-hour mark, the Typhoon will slow down as it approaches a cold area ahead of a mid-latitude trough. Up the latest wind shear, vertical wind shear, sea surface temperature, OHC values will remain favourable. However, poleward outflow will diminish near Cole, resulting in a slight weakening to 130 knots by the 120-hour mark. the 24-hour shear tendency, not as healthy as what I've seen with previous Westpac systems. You can see the green. From my own personal position, I would like to see a little bit more blue, but as the JTWC said, the environment's fairly good. The 850 meter bar vorticity, the vorticity is very strong when you look at the intensity scale right hand side of the screen, and the higher intensity is at the top of the scale, which is the right. And in this update I provide a look at the microwave imagery. I will have another update later on this afternoon in about 6 or 7 hours from now. And the NOAA floaters. And I will have the latest information for the Marianas. Nathan provided some information in his previous update, and I'm waiting for the National Weather Service over in that region to update their information. But again, the Marianas under a typhoon watch, and the local people probably say, well, we're coming to the end of the season, but how much more are we going to take? But looking at the system's eye, as mentioned, it was 24 miles, but it's tightened up and 18 nautical miles. Another look at the life of the system. This is another satellite view, followed by total precipitable water, and you can clearly see the super typhoon. And considering I'm over here on the east coast of Australia, I'm waiting for the Australian Bureau of Meteorology to publicly release its tropical cyclone outlook for 2018-19 season. I'll also be looking at what the Fiji Weather Service is going to say. Now we have a look at a couple of models, starting off with the HWRF. And I was talking to Nathan earlier, and super typhoon, but central pressure could be another interesting factor.
You can follow Force 13's outlets, the website force13.com with the latest. You can also find our YouTube page. You're probably there already, but if not, subscribe if you haven't so far. You can also find our Facebook page, Force 13 all in text, and it's at Force 13 on Twitter if you'd like to get in touch with us on there. You can also help the project become even better by enjoying the benefits of patronage. You can find out more information about how to become a patron and what those benefits are at patreon.com/Force13. You can also add Force 13 on Skype and Fool 13 at extension 9094 on Discord for tropical weather chat.